So this is the level of the sphenopalatine artery here. Okay, drill. Now I'm going to start my drilling of the posterior wall of the maxillary sinus. And once I do that, I'll be straight on to the IMAX. Already a septectomy has been done, made my job very simple for a four-handed technique. Again, the three osteotomies, we have some criteria for it. This is the lateral osteotomy. This is the superior osteotomy. You will get the V2 here. That's the V2 here. This is the V2. Intraorbital nerve.
Do you find that if you go lateral to V2, you only have the main trunk of the IMAX, or do you often find there are more branches?
Just below
laterally?
the V2, you'll have the IMAX. Just below the V2.
Mm-hmm.
So usually what happens is the JNA gets adherent to the communicating branch between the V2 and the VDN. I'll show you that. That's where most of us, tend to transect the V2. If you're careful, we can dissect it beautifully. I will show you that dissection now in this case. There's a communicating branch, as you know, the pterygopalatine ganglion goes along the VDN and then joins along with the V2, right? So give me elevator. Elevator, please. I'm going to take that bone out. Not just can't have a bone. So that's the perpendicular plate of the palatine bone. Oh. Blexley. So you have the orbital process and the sphenoidal process here. So through which the the sphenopalatine artery passes out. I've removed the orbital process. So this doesn't look like JNA to me. All fibrosis. Coblation. Coblation. Coblation, please. Here, I think that's the periosteum.
More of a fibrosis and scarring.
That's the scarring, correct. Due to the previous surgery.
Okay.
And this is a brilliant tool for scars. The coblation is just the Superman for scars.
And is that a special endoscopic tip for the coblator? So say you had the coblator for tonsillectomy, for example, in your department, is it easy enough to get the endoscopic end?
There's a special endoscopic tip for the coblator.
Yeah, we have the Precise Max. But I use the EVAC 70. I don't use the Precise Max actually. Precise Max is good, but it's quite expensive in India.
Okay.
So Dr. Jankiram, just let us know when is the good time to catch up with Prof.
Please,
So
please, feel free, please. That's a tumor. This is a tumor.
There's a tumor. We don't want to miss on this tumor removal. So we'll visit Prof very briefly, see the endoscopic view,
Please,
and then we'll
please.
come back to you. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. But by the time you can
Yeah,
work
yeah,
around
yeah.
some other bits.
No
Okay.
problem,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
Thank you. So over to very safe, Prof. Kastunova. Hello, very safe. Can we have an endoscopic view, please? Hello, very safe. Andrea.
septa. So we are doing the
Overview.
septoplasty.
Septoplasty. Okay. So if you got some time,
When,
we'll come back to you.
when you will see the endoscopic view, we are starting with the endoscopic
Okay,
time.
fine. Thank you. So we'll get
Okay.
back to Dr.
Okay,
Jankiram
thank
again.
you. Barbici,
Thank you.
come on.
Okay. So over to Trichy back again.
Dr. Ashok.
Yes, we're back to you. I think Prof is very kindly
Yes,
planned the surgery that he's doing the septoplasty first, so we can spend some more time with you. The
Yeah.
interesting bits of tumor excision. So thank you. So over to Trichy again.
So just imagine technology. You're shifting between Italy and India in a fraction.
Dammi scalpello.
So advanced is the technology. I'm so
And
happy.
we're in a, thank you. And we're a studio in Winchester.
Dai quello
In the
più
UK.
grosso che non riesco a maneggiarlo sto qui.
Nama?
Want a plain
No.
Okay, over to Trichy endoscopic view, please.
Fibrosis. Hey, Tanni,
Thank you. So we're back to the endoscopic view now.
All fibrosis.
Ok, dammi il tap tap.
Drill.
Tap tap. 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 Ok, dammi la val grossa.
That's
Can
all.
you get to, okay.
Later. Blue, தண்ணி இல்லம்மா தண்ணி போட மாட்டீங்க இப்படி பண்ணா வராதுமா அது இப்ப கிளீன் பண்ணல சரியா அனிதா என்னாச்சு ஓகே கமான் குடு
So at the moment, are you operating just between the Vidian and V2?
No, I'm not yet there. It's full of fibrosis. So I'm just trying to find out.
Or that work through that first of all.
It's all full of fibrosis. So I want to define the anatomy. I got the orbit here above.
Mm-hmm.
This is the orbit here. And
Yeah.
there's a vessel which is bleeding. I just want to control this and then get into the IMAX. Sikram. This is because of the previous surgery. Fibrosis. Goes only when we need it most. மா தண்ணி போடலன்னா வருமா பிரச்சனை. தண்ணி குடுமா. Okay. Now I'm now going laterally now. Thanni. I'll find the IMAX somewhere here.
What is the landmark to find the IMAX?
You will get it, you see now. You get it. It will come out. IMAX will come to you. You don't have to go to the IMAX.
It really helps with the population, isn't it? Otherwise, this can be so bloody.
Yeah. It's all fibrosis.
On the floor.
You will find that white tissue changes on to the vascular, muscular, and muscle. You will see that change of colors. And then you know you're very close. Give me a scissors now.
Are you ablating the tissue, the scar tissue, or are you just?
Yeah, I'm just ablating the scar tissue. Thanni.
With a bit of scraping and ablating.
No, but I don't find any other instrument which can do this job.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Fantastic.
Very precise and very nice. And you see the feel. Now it's slowly giving way. You can see that I'm coming to normal tissue. When I press it, I know that there's no hard tissue behind.
What are your settings at the moment?
What am I?
Setting.
What are your settings for the publishing?
5.
5, is it?
9.5.
9.5. Thank you.
So here, what's happening here is I'm hitching against bone. See that? That's bone. See, it's not only using the coblation, but also having a feel of that. So what is that bone? So that bone is the lateral pterygoid plate. This bone is the lateral pterygoid plate. So exactly we should be able to, so that's how, you get into anatomy. So now I got the lateral pterygoid plate. Now that's the pterygoid wedge. See how beautifully we're able to get the anatomy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these are the very, very important points with which you operate. So that's the pterygoid wedge, beautifully seen. That should be the level of the median nerve here.
Beautiful.
I really can't imagine how you would do that dissection without the coblator, because it would, to try and get through all that fibrotic scar tissue, you would almost be using a sort of sharp dissection, which would just result in bleeding. It would be
Yeah,
extremely
exactly.
difficult, wouldn't it, Ashok?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You, Blexley,
And,
now got the
It
median
also has
nerve.
the ability of feeling the bone behind it.
That's right, using it to
And then-
palpate.
Now, can you see the median nerve here, median canal, all of you? This is the median canal.
Yes.
Yes.
So the V2 should be somewhere here. And so I have to go now lateral to it. Now let me change to, so that's a JNA. You can see here, come, go panoramic. So that's the whole JNA now. Can you see here?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's between the lateral pterygoid plates That's the sphenoid sinus. That's the skull base. This is the anterior margin. So I got it. So I just have to get this IMAX. If I clip this IMAX here, this guy is dead.
What was the scan
Drill.
showing superiorly it was going?
What?
Superiorly.
Just for our delegates, when Dr. Jankiram says this guy, he's talking about the tumor.
What did you say?
Delegates கிட்ட
என்ன?
questions இருந்தா கேட்கலாம்.
Huh?
Question இருந்தா கேட்கலாம்னு சொன்னாங்க சார் தரோம்.
இதெல்லாம் நியூ ஆஸ்திரேலியன்.
No, this is
I
a
just
pterygoid.
realised what you meant there, Ashok.
Yes.
So,
That's the medial pterygoid plate. I'm drilling off the medial pterygoid plate.
Correct. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, now where am I? I had a give here. Where is that? That is the pterygoid fossa,
Yeah.
otherwise called the transpterygoid space.
On the scope.
On the scope,
Something on the drill. On the scope.
So Dr. Jankiram, we don't really want to move away, but we'll just catch up with Prof. He is just about showing the endoscope, and we can hold on to your IMAX ligation by the time we come back to you, please. Okay.
absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So back to Varise quickly to Prof. To see the tumor position, the surgical strategy, and then we'll come back to.
So I am removing the inverted papilloma that was in the middle meatus and in nasal fossa, and we send for the pathology. We are now in the middle meatus. No, questo qui è per definitivo. Sì, dammi la vial, quella più grossa. So perché è di là. Si può ruotare un po' il letto verso di me, per favore? Sì. Grazie. Sì. Sì, tutto insieme. Dammi ancora la vai, quella intermedia. Questa è piccola. Niente.
Thanks, Prof. By the time you come to the translacrimal, prelacrimal approach, we'll come back here and we'll get ready for IMAX ligation with Dr. Jankiram, and we'll come back in a minute. So back to
Non va più
Trichy,
niente.
please.
Now the program is to perform concha bullosa, so When you
Okay.
want, you can come back.
Okay, thank you.
Allora, dammi quella poco curvo.
So Dr. Jankiran, we're back to you. So looking to your IMAX.
I ligated the IMAX, but it actually I cobbleted it. I didn't ligate it. I cobbleted it. This
Oh, did
this
it
was the
go
feeding
through it?
vessel. I don't know if you saw
Okay.
that step. It actually snapped and we actually cobbleted the whole thing.
That's the key.
Okay.
You can see that. You can see here. I'll show you.
So you encountered it when you're going through the coblation,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a simple way. I just finished off. So this tumor practically has got no. See that. I can see that.
Mhm.
Small.
No, arterial supply is gone now. Only the venous supply is there from the pterygoid venous plexus. This is
So
all
just
tumor.
coblation was enough to secure it. That was
That
that's
was not
very
the main IMAX. It was just the
Yeah.
feeder vessels.
feeder vessel.
Give, drill. So this is the infratemporal surface of greater wing of sphenoids. Okay, that's the lateral
Yes, yeah.
pterygoid plate. So if I go here, I'll get the V3. Okay, so that is
Yeah.
anatomy. This is the transpterygoid space. So I think the anatomy of the skull base should be like, for the juniors who are watching it, should be like your palm. You should be able to read it like, blindfolded. Only then JNA surgery is easy for you. JNA is all about skull base coronal anatomy. I'm just exposing that JNA in the transpterygoid space. Come on. Go closer, my dear friend.
Irrigation increase. Increase. Eight on the slope.
Okay, so I've almost exposed the whole lateral part of the JNA now. So it's all about exposure. Again and again, I say it's all about the exposure. It's nothing else but the exposure. That's the medial pterygoid plate. That's it. I'm ready now for the tumor. I'm ready for the tumor now. I've gone lateral. Give me the coblation. Now I'm ready. That's the medial aspect of the tumor. That's the lateral aspect of the tumor. I'm now going to take off the intersphenoidal septum. That's the intersphenoidal septum there. Drill. If I take that out, I'm done with the exposure completely. Completely done with the exposure. Hey, what is happening? Why are you guys?
நான் irrigation கம்மியா வச்சா அந்த செடி மேலே பட்டு போட்டு பெருக்கிடுங்க. வேணாம்.
Okay. Now, having done that, now I'm going for the tumor excision. Give me a elevator. So we have a few maneuvers, some tricks. So get me Takahashi also.
Big elevator isn't
So that is the area where it is attached to the pterygoid wedge. There's the pterygoid wedge part of it. Ma, give me a Blexley, please. Blexley, please. I'll inform the anesthetist now that we are going for the tumor.
So what do they prepare themselves for?
This is all venous bleed. It's all pterygoid venous plexus bleed. See that? It's coming out of all the crevices of the bone. Can you see that clearly, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Never ever use coagulation here. If you use that, you're going to leave behind recurrence. That's it. Now, if you have a bleed here, what do you do? What do you do? You just have to place a little gauze piece and just carry on. That's it. Now give me a small gauze. Now can you see that? Now I'm
Yes.
removing that from all the crevices. Of course, a little is being left behind. Don't worry about that. Why? Because I'm going to drill all that later.
A little fibroid, sir.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now give me a Takahashi now. Can you see that how see the pulsation of the tumor there?
Yes.
See, this is what is called the gentle pull. So don't hold it. See that? Now I'm just bringing the tumor down. This is called the rolling down maneuver. From the sphenoid sinus, you roll it down. See how beautifully it's coming out of all the crevices of the. That's it.
It's peeling off nicely.
Give irrigation. Keep irrigating. Irrigation. So the only way to control this bleeding, is irrigation. Please understand, the best way to control this bleeding is irrigation, nothing else. Just irrigate, 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 irrigate. Because venous bleeding, the best way is irrigation. Yay. That is peeling off from the nasopharynx.
So you're gradually advancing your grip on the tumor and just gently pulling it out, correct?
Yeah, embolization and all will not work. Embolization doesn't embolize this venous plexus. So you have to live with it. See the black blood.
Yes.
It is venous blood. Hey, the chin. Huh. Quick. Come on. Go inside. So again, the rolling down maneuver. That's it, mostly over. Huh. Give me a pack. Long pack. So what you have to do is to keep that area fully filled with long packs. That's it. Just pack it for some time. The bleeding will stop. And then you start drilling that area completely. Blexley. Thank you. So almost done, but the most important part, I want to show you that this is the one which has come out, the big one is not the tumor, the actual, okay, it's the bulk of the tumor, but this will lead to recurrence if you leave it like that. So what I have to do is to remove all those small daughter, granddaughter, everything out. So at the end of the surgery, you should see that's just the tip of the iceberg. So I've removed the tumor here. Okay, that's the tumor. Show the tumor. This is just the tip of the iceberg. No. Now, Okay, now here we are. Give me good irrigations now. Now I'm just going to irrigate, keep irrigating fanatically. This is warm saline irrigation. Give me irrigations. Give good irrigations. Good irrigations, please. So the plan was exposure, exposure, exposure. And then after exposure, go for the kill. And once you kill it, you have residues left behind and you have to drill it out till you see all the vital normal structures like the carotid, the median, the V2, everything will be seen at the end of the surgery. You will see that shortly. So what is the reason for recurrence? What was the reason for recurrence in this case? The reason for recurrence was they have not drilled the pterygoid wedge. That was why it has recurred. So very, very clear. See that, see that. See how nicely the tumor is like a boy. It's a kid, it's a kid. We should understand the kid. This is called rolling up maneuver. There are two important maneuvers you should know in JNA surgery. One is rolling down and second is rolling up maneuver. Oh, okay, if you want to. So I'm just trying to roll up this tumor. I can also partially, amputate it and go for segmental resection later. Ma, nalla holding full. Takahashi. Takahashi is not holding. Come on, come on. Let me take this out and then I will take that small part later. So,
Okay.
so you can actually segmentally resect it slowly, not a hurry at all. The thing is not holding, ma. It's not holding, it's not holding. It's not holding, ma. This is the advantage of four-handed surgery. See how my suction is working along with my forceps, and my scope is not getting fogged. I can see the tumor coming out beautifully and brilliantly from all the crevices there. Can you all appreciate that, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see it's peeling off nicely.
I got it.
Excellent.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah, great. So the plan
Okay.
That's
nothing moment, to be
excellent.
honest.
But
Yeah.
this is not the end. This is not the end. Anyway, you can go and come back later if you want.
Okay, fine. We'll
Yeah,
join
don't-
Prof and then come back. Thank you.
I will show you all
So
the.
we'll be,
here you
yes, we'll be keen to see all the pterygoid triangle that you
Yeah, so the
drill
anatomy.
out. Okay. So over to Verise, please. So Prof, we're joining you back.
Go closer.
So hello, Prof. We are back with you, and we'd like to catch up on what you've done so far. Verise, can you hear us? Andrea?
And
Unmute.
mi spinge un po' la sedia. And I am a 45-degree scope. And the tumor was barking in the maxillary sinus, but no adherence in the posterior wall and then in superior wall. So the pedicle you have seen on the CT scan should be anterior, close to the 5-2 nerve. So we have done the landmark for the procedure. This is the axilla of middle turbinate, lacrimal pathways, and this is the head of inferior turbinate.
Okay.
Then we make this section.
Are you still considering the pre-lacrimal approach, Prof?
And yes, I do perform a prelateral. And then I want to see the axilla of inferior turbinate. Lascia aspirare. And cotton. Hai messo il piccolo? L'aspiratore scollatore piccolo. Grazie. So now you can see the landmark is the axilla. This is inferior meatus, the axilla of inferior turbinate. Lamina forbice. Okay. This is the dissection. Of inferior meatus. Dammi la fresa più piccola che hai. La fresa, trapano è pronto? Sì. Metti se hai la 2, la 1 o se no la 3. Okay, now we have the landmark and we make the incision with the drill just here is the axilla, just behind the axilla. We make the incision. I still have the 45-degree scope. We have performed the concha bullosa, removing the lateral portion of the concha bullosa before. Ok. Pedale dov'è? Mi avvicinate la sedia, per favore? Grazie. Okay, so here we have the landmark is here. Lo scalpello. Dammi la forbice un attimo. Okay, this is the mucoperiortium of the inferior meatus. Dammi lo scalpello. Tap tap. Tap tap. Tap tap. Tap tap. Tap tap. Tap tap. Ok. Dammi ancora il trapano. Questo mi ha rotto. So you see, this is the inferior meatus, this is the axilla. We have already entered in the maxillary sinus. Lava, 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 lava. Dammi il cotton. Dammi il tap tap. Tap tap. Il dotto. This one was the origin of the inverted papilloma. Pulisci. Dammi il trapano.
We're coming to the anterior wall.
Mi deve il dissettore curvo, la zappetta. Oh Madonna, non ce le hai. Cazzo. Papilloma invertito, non hai il dissettore curvi. Mettimi una cosa del 5. Grazie.
So, Prof, as we develop this further, we'll just quickly visit Dr. Jankiram is drilling out the pterygoid wedge. So we'll visit them and be back with you while clearing the tumor. Thank you. So over to Trichy,
Okay.
please. Yeah. We'll be back shortly. Over to Trichy, please. So Dr. Jankiram, so
Can you hear me, please?
yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, actually, it's a very, very beautiful case, tough case, actually. I want to show you what I have done. And
Okay.
it's not easy. Actually, I thought it's like a cakewalk, but no, JNAs can take you for a ride. I'm just going to show you in the scan what is it going to correlate with. Show me. Can you show me this? Scan, please. My dear friend, where are you? Yeah, see here. So, see here, this is a tumor. Give me a pointer. Just I will show you the scan and correlate with what I have done. This is very important. To correlate with what we have done is very, very important. Ma, edavur pointer kudemma, yama. Okay, you can see here that this is the lateral pterygoid plate, medial pterygoid plate. This is a transpterygoid space. This tumor is going like that inside the sphenoid sinus. That is the feeder. I coagulated the feeder here. and you could see the tumor. I removed the tumor here. Okay, fine. Now, what I've done is I've removed all this tumor, but this you can see here. Okay, zoom this, please. Zoom this, zoom. Zoom nicely. Zoom this fully. Come, zoom. You can see that there's a part of the tumor going into the cavernous sinus.
Okay. That's
There is
interesting.
erosion of the anterolateral wall of the of the sphenoid sinus, and it's going into the cavernous sinus. This is exactly where I'm going to now take it out from. And you can see a gush of cavernous sinus. It's called the healthy bleed. If we remove that, it's called the healthy bleed. I'm going to show you that. I've defined the median. I've got the V2. V2 was engulfed in the fibrous tissue. So I've removed all the tumor except in the cavernous sinus. I want to show you how we remove it from the cavernous sinus. The most, tricky part of the tumor. Now let me show you the anatomy. Give me a good wash. Now you see that's the sella. That's the sella. That's the planum. Can you see the planum here?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. See that?
Okay, that's the optic here, and this is the carotid here. I'm going to show you the carotid artery. Give me the Doppler, carotid Doppler. I don't know if you can hear the Doppler sound, but I will show you the carotid. Hey, can you? Yeah, this is the carotid artery. Can you hear it? Can you hear
No,
it?
not clearly, but we get a gist of it. Yeah.
Record it on
We
your
could-
phone and send it to him. Record it on your phone. Quick. Okay, send it. Now I'm sending it on your message, the phone message. So
Yeah,
that's the
sure.
region of the Gulf. This is called the Gulf, the Gulfar region. And you can see here, that's the tumor going inside the cavernous sinus. You can see here. Can you see here?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Now I'm going to remove that tumor. That's right on the carotid artery here. So you can give me the Blackesley forceps. Get ready with Surgicel. And you see if you have got the message of the carotid, this one, Doppler.
Yeah, I got the message. Yeah, I can put it to the audience through my microphone if you want to try it again. I'm going to play the carotid Doppler now.
Oh, you want to do that? Okay, just a minute. Give me the Doppler.
He's gonna play.
Oh, you're playing it from your phone, or you want me to play it? Give me a Doppler again.
Could you hear that, Luis?
No. I couldn't hear that. Try again. Yes, I think you can hear it. You can just about hear it.
Okay, I
With
think
the
so. We get the
volume.
gist of it. If you have
You
yes,
hear
there
the
is feedback from the carotid Doppler.
Mhm.
Over the Dura.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to remove that tumor. Can you see that clearly, please?
Yeah, you can see that's coming from the cavernous sinus in the healthy bleed as you described.
Ready.
Surgicel. Okay, that's it. Come on, Surgicel, quick. So you see that's the cavernous sinus part of the tumor.
Bone muscle.
No.
Heart patient.
No.
Hmm.
Give me a small lint.
Link sister. Same link.
So the carotid is just behind it. You can see that. And this is the cavernous sinus. I've removed that part from the cavernous sinus now. And I will show you the rest of the anatomy. What is the anatomy which we have defined? So this is the level of the V2. I'll show you that. Now, come on. Now, this is the V2 here. Come out, go inside. Sorry, go inside. This is the V2 here, which has been caught in the fibrosed part. Now, I'll remove this and show you the VDN nerve. The VDN nerve should be seen, or else you have not done a proper JNA surgery. Very, very important. You should have seen the VDN nerve. So I'm going to show you the VDN. If that is the V2, in fact, there was a VDN artery, very big VDN artery, and I coagulated that artery. You can see here. Now go inside, go close. That's the VDN
Yes.
nerve. This is the VDN nerve here. Can you see that VDN nerve here?
Yes,
That's
Yes,
the
you
VDN.
can see that.
That's the V2. See, that's the V2. That's the VDN. And
Yes.
that's the lateral recess. And there's a little bit of JNA still
Mhm.
there. So I'm going to take that out. See that? This is all the
Yes.
nuances of JNA surgery. And see that coming
Oh,
out.
wow. Yes.
yes.
So these are the things we'll have to take care, not the big one. The big one will come